So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario, I am sure you guys want to find out in which trend direction the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. Is it going to be a reversal because the price has broken out of some key line of support, or is it going to result in a temporary pullback before breaking here to the upside? What to expect next? So today in this video we are going to talk about all of the scenarios one by one, but first thing first, let's destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, and in addition to that another 200 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, then definitely check the video description. Now first thing first, let's look at this news. Fed keeps rates unchanged. September cut could be on the table. Yes guys, the Federal Reserve kept interest rate unchanged in the range of 5.25% to 5.5% Wednesday and reduced its security holdings. It added that there will not be an interest rate cut until it has gained greater confidence that inflation is moving towards its target range of 2%. However, the Fed gave the market hint that it might cut rate in September. We have made no decision about future meeting, and that means the September meeting, said Fed Chair Jerome Powell during a post-meeting news conference. So he added that the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, the Fed's policy board, has a broad sense that the economy is moving closer to the point where it will be appropriate to move the interest rate. He said the decision on whether to cut rate will be data dependent. The Fed needs to see that the data on the evolving outlook and balance of risks are consistent with rising confidence on inflation falling. If that test met, a reduction in the policy rate cut could be on the table as soon as September, said Powell. And you can see what happened with the traditional market. I mean, if you look at the indices, S&P went up 1.58%, Nasdaq 3.01%, Dow around 0.24%. But if you look at crypto market, we were clearly declining. So is this an actual reversal, or is this just a temporary pullback? So for now, let's look at this ascending broadening wedge. This ascending broadening wedge for now is looked as a bearish pattern. Yes guys, the lower trend line which was supposed to hold the price got broken, and now it is going to result in another continuation according to this ascending broadening wedge. But please be careful. In the medium short term, there might be a small relief rally like this, price coming back to test this exact trend line which acted as support, which will be looked as resistance, and then slowly get attracted like this. I mean, price coming back to test the support around 661,000 before starting with another continuation like this. Yes guys, even if this bearish continuation pattern plays out, we are still expecting price remaining over 60,000 could result in another bullish continuation, because it's not only this ascending broadening wedge pointing us weakness for the medium short term, even this double top pattern. According to this double top pattern in a daily time frame, you can see first top, second top. Price has also broken below the neckline, and now it is going to result in a continuation. So in the medium short term, even if the price shows a move like this, please do not get fooled. That might be just a retest. I just showed you with this example, just a temporary retest before heading it to the downside. So in the medium short term, we could see price showing some sideways movement, even a pullback which could bring us back towards this 61,000. But we are expecting the price after that to show another continuation like this. I mean, even after this bearish continuation, even after testing the support which we have around 60,000, we are still expecting the price of Bitcoin to show another bullish continuation, because we know beside this double top, beside this ascending broadening wedge or bearish continuation pattern, even the lower trend line, which in the past price action acted as support, is rejecting us. Yes guys, this lower trend line from the symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle, doesn't matter. You can see the lower trend line is rejecting us. So now if the price is going to result in another continuation, I've been very clear with you guys, it will be somewhere around 61,000, but that will not change the overall picture, because the overall picture for Bitcoin still looks bullish. I mean, in a weekly time frame, in a monthly time frame, this might be just a temporary pullback, and right after testing this key line of support, we are expecting another continuation like this to play out. And why price remaining over 60,000 could continue with another bullish move? Because parallelly, you can see, because parallelly price is also forming a very bullish continuation pattern in a weekly time frame, which is known as descending broadening wedge. Descending broadening wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, and in our case, this upper trend line, just like from this past price action, is rejecting us, right? But I showed you this on my previous video. In our case, we are not expecting a move like this, price showing another continuation towards this lower trend line, but a retest around 61,000 before expecting another continuation like this. I mean, price getting attracted towards this 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line. You can see this two line 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line sits in between 59,600 to 61,500. So this trend line here will be acting as additional support, and after testing this support, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to turn bullish and also follow this descending broadening wedge in a weekly time frame, because we know any sort of a pullback, this Williams alligator indicator will be acting as support. And in uptrend and during uptrend, we have seen that happening. I mean, price coming to test the support from this Williams alligator indicator, which also resulted in a very bullish move. So in our case, this same support line is being tested. So please do not panic. As long as the price remains above 60,000, even a fake out like this won't matter. That will be very short-lived, and we are expecting the price after that to continue with this actual uptrend, because we know parallelly we also have support from this curve line or this parabolic curve trend line. In the past price action, you can see whenever this trend line was tested, it resulted in a very bullish move. I mean, during uptrend, during downtrend, this trend line has been looked as a very important line of support. So in the medium short term, even if the price shows another continuation, this curve line, parabolic curve line, or step-like formation, this trend line will be acting as support, and we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to show another continuation like this. I mean, price coming back to test some key line before breaking out, because we can see beside the support from this Williams alligator indicator, support from this curve line, we also have support from this upper trend line, which did rejected us twice and also held the price when we were around 64,000. And now this same line, you can see now the same line is being tested. So above 60,000, we have extremely important support lining for Bitcoin, and any sort of a pullback, just like what I showed you, will be looked as a temporary pullback, and the upcoming days is still expected to be bullish for Bitcoin, because we know parallelly the price of Bitcoin, yes, it has formed a new CPR, a new price target for the month of August. You can see the top line, central line, and bottom line. These trend lines are going to be acting as support, which sits in between 61,000 to 63,500. These three trend lines will be looked as one of the most important support for Bitcoin, and this is exactly where we are right now. So we can see we tested our top CPI line, so any sort of a pullback here, this trend line will be there acting as support, and we are expecting the price to show another continuation like this. Yes, remaining above 60,000 means the upcoming days for Bitcoin actually looks very bullish. But if this support gets broken, I mean 60,000 support gets broken, according to this leading indicator, the first target, the first S1 line sits around 55,000. So to avoid this bearish move around this 55,000, the monthly S1 line, we have to remain above this key trend line, which sits around 60,000 to 63,000. And now, beside this example, we are also aware that price in the medium short term could be preparing itself for another bullish continuation pattern if it manages to remain above 60,000. Yes guys, price remaining above 60,000 means we could be preparing ourselves for another continuation according to this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that yes, in the medium short term, Bitcoin might show weakness, Bitcoin might come back to test some key line of support for us, but it doesn't change the overall picture. That might be a very short-lived correction, and right after that, we are expecting a price to follow some of the very bullish scenario lining up parallelly. So that's why guys, that's why in case of doubt, I suggest you to simply zoom out. So this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please guys, please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also guys, let's try to reach at least 1,000 likes in this video, because video like this takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, then please destroy that like button right now. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.